In a vibrant village nestled in the heart of Nigeria called Ijikoko, life was anything but boring. It was a place where goats roamed freely. Children played endless games of ayo under mango tree. And every night, the air buzzed with laughter and the sweet smell of roasted plantains. In this lively place lived a man named Baba Temi. Baba Temi was no hero, at least not at first. He was a coconut seller, known more for his quick wit and love of fried puff-puff than for any remarkable skill. Every morning, he would strap a basket of coconuts to his head, marched to the market and yell, "Coconut sweeter than your mother's soup. Come and buy." The villagers liked him well enough, but no one ever suspected that Baba Temi life was about to change forever. It all started in a stormy afternoon. The kind of storm where the sky grows so dark it looks like night and the rain falls sideways. Baba Temi had been having a terrible day at the market. No one was buying coconut. Desperate to turn his luck around, he decided to do the unthinkable. Climb the sacred baobab tree. Now everyone in Ijikoko knew the baobab was no ordinary tree. It was said to be as old as the village itself, and climbing it during a storm was strictly forbidden. But Baba Temi, mustering to himself about how coconut money does grow on tree, ignored the warning. "Abeg," he said, waving off the thunderclap. "The gods are too busy to worry about one coconut seller." As he reached for the biggest coconut, lightning struck the baobab with a deafening crack. Villagers ran out of their huts, gasping in horror. When the smoke cleared, there was Baba Temi lying at the base of the tree. For a moment, everyone thought he was dead. But then, to their amusement, he stood up, his eyes wide with confusion, and his hand glowing faintly blue. At first, Baba Temi didn't notice the change. It wasn't until he got home and touched his broken radio that he realized something was different. The moment his finger brushed the dial, the radio cracked to life, blaring high life music so loud that his neighbor, Mama Hayo, banged on the wall, shouting, "Reduce that noise before I call the herders." The next morning, Baba Temi noticed other strange things. When he picked up a wilted yam vine in his garden, he sprang back to life. When he swatted a mosquito, a tiny spark flew from his hand. Word spread quickly. "Baba Temi has electric hands." The villagers whispered, "The gods have chosen him." At first, it was small thing. Papa Bola brought his old bicycle, which hadn't worked in years. Baba Temi touched the chain and it started working as if it were new. Mama Tayo came with her broken sewing machine and Baba Temi fixed it with a single spark. People began to line up outside his hut, bringing broken radios, lamps, and even stubborn goats. Baba Temi helped them all, though he couldn't explain how. "I don't know how it works," he said with a shrug. "I just touched and it sparks." But Baba Temi's biggest test came when Mama Kunle, the chief's wife, showed up at his door. Her son had fallen gravely ill. No one could figure out what was wrong. The village herbalist, Iyalode Bisi, had tried every remedy she knew. Bitter herbs, hot steam, even chanting at the moon, but nothing worked. Mama Kunle begged Baba Temi for help. Please, she sobbed. You are our only hope. Baba Temi hesitated. Ha! Mama Kunle, I am just a kola nut seller. What if I make it worse? But Mama Kunle wouldn't take no for an answer. Soon, the entire village gathered outside his hut, shouting, Baba Temi, Baba Temi, save Kunle. With the villagers watching, Baba Temi walked to Kunle's bedside. The boy was pale and barely breathing. Baba Temi's hand trembled as he placed them on Kunle's forehead. For a moment, nothing happened. The crowd held its breath. Then Kunle sneezed loudly and sat up, shouting, Mama, I'm hungry. I want jollof rice. The crowd erupted in cheers, carrying Baba Temi on their shoulder. From that day, Baba Temi became a legend. People traveled from faraway town to see the man with the electric hand. Some brought gifts of yams and chicken. Others brought gold and silver. Baba Temi accepted the yam and chickens but refused the gold. This gift is not for sale, he said firmly. Not everyone was happy with Baba Temi's newfound fame. Iyaloja Bisi, the village herbalist, saw her customers disappearing. She confronted Baba Temi in the marketplace, shouting, This is not from God. You are using juju. The villagers gasped, but Baba Temi stayed calm. If you doubt me, he said, let's have a contest. The next day, the entire village gathered in the square. Baba Temi and Iyaloja Bisi faced off in a series of challenges. The first test was to heal a goat that had stopped walking. Iyaloja rubbed herbs on the goat's leg and muttered incantations, but the goat didn't move. But Baba Temi stepped forward, touched the goat, and it sprang up, running lap around the square. The crowd roared with laughter. The final challenge was a man with a mysterious illness. Iyaloja tried everything, herbs, oil, and chant, but the man remained still. Baba Temi hesitated. What if this time it doesn't work? He thought. But with the villagers cheering him on, he placed his hand on the man's chest. After a tense moment, the man jolted upright, coughing and gasping for air. The crowd erupted in applause, declaring Baba Temi the true healer. Fame brought its own challenge. Journalists came from Lagos, calling him the African Miracle Man. A businesswoman named Auntie Funke offered to make him rich by bottling his electricity as a product. Baba Temi refused. This gift belonged to the people, he said. But one morning, Baba Temi woke up and realized his hand no longer sparkled. Panic spread through the village. Without his powers, how could he help? When a terrible sickness broke out in a neighboring village, Baba Temi knew he had to try something. He returned to the baobab tree, praying for guidance. As he climbed, lightning struck the ground nearby, revealing a hidden spring. Baba Temi tasted the water and realized it had healing properties. With the villagers' help, he brought the water to the sick. One by one, they recovered. Though Baba Temi's electric power never returned, he became even more beloved for his wisdom and humility. To this day, the spring is known as Temi's well, and on stormy nights in Ijikoko, some say you can still hear the crack of electricity and the laughter of a humble man who changed his world with courage and kindness. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more African tales that inspires and entertain. Let Baba Temi's story remind you that even the smallest hand can do the greatest thing.